Hi, and welcome to the Word of the Week. This week's word is open-mindedness. This word was suggested by David Tringali. So, open-mindedness. The definition of open-mindedness is to be receptive to arguments or to ideas. Now, to grow, it's really, really important that you maintain an open mind. Now, I'm going to admit something right now that probably is not the best thing to admit, considering what I do for a living, which is teaching martial arts and mentoring people in their growth. I don't have all the answers, right? So open-mindedness is critical to the growth process. See, as a teacher, what I've learned is that you never have all the answers. You never have the right way to think about something or the right way to deal with something, because there is no one way. See, there's many ways, there's many different perspectives as there are individuals. So the ability to accept people and accept their ideas and accept the way they process and the way they react is really, really critical. The way that I behave, the way that I act, the way that I think, the things that I believe are simply that. They are my things. They are not anybody else's. Now, we may agree on certain things, but we're going to disagree on things as well. The key to open-mindedness is to understand that it is okay to have a different thought pattern. It is okay to have a different belief structure. It is okay to have a different way of dealing with your situations, because we are individuals. However, just because you believe something doesn't mean that I need to believe it as well. So to be open-minded means that we are able to accept people for who they are and what they are without allowing that to necessarily undermine our own thoughts and our own belief patterns. You see, when you learn something new, you have to take that moment where you look at it and say, is this new information in alignment with my core values, my core beliefs? Will it help me to be in a better situation than I am right now? If it will, if it resonates with you, then accept that new information. If it doesn't, it still may be very valid, but if it doesn't, you don't need to accept it. You have the right to be able to think and to act and to believe the way you want to. That's the way we're made. Now, one of my teachers is very, very prolific writer. He's written so many books and is so well respected in the Chinese martial arts community, but one of the things that he says that really has resonated with me is like, I don't want my students to be like cows with rings in their noses being led around by me. I want you to challenge everything that I say. And don't just accept it because I say it. And that really struck a chord with me, because for so long I've been taught to think that what I think or what I've been told is the right way, and that because it gave me the results that it gave me, that if you want to have those same results, you have to do it the same way I do it. To then develop an open mind to say everybody needs to really find their own path and their own way. And for me as a teacher and a mentor, that's really become a critical component of the way I operate, is I want to help people to find their own path. Now, I can tell you what I've done, and I can tell you what other people have done, but that doesn't mean it's going to work for you. So I can give you the tools, I can give you the information, I can give you the options. Ultimately, though, it comes down to you making a decision. But you're not going to get that new knowledge unless you open your mind and become receptive to it. But be careful. There's a lyric to an old song that I used to listen to that comes to mind immediately when I think about this. That people are sometimes so open-minded that their brains leak out. So don't just take in any new bit of information and go, oh, that's right, this person said it, therefore it's right. Remember to always think about it, to look at it, to analyze it, and to determine whether it fits your specific situation, it fits your need, it fits who you are at this moment. If it does, then you can accept it. If it doesn't, you can push it aside. You can set it aside. Doesn't mean you have to completely reject it. There may be a time when it does make sense to you, but until that time, you just put it away. Just because we don't agree on everything doesn't mean, though, that we have to be disagreeable. So keep your mind open to new information, new ways of doing things, new ways of interacting, new ways of being. And thank you very much for coming, and I hope to see you next week.